Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we're going to continue to talk about Ben Simmons. Now, as y'all know, Shaquille O'Neal has been one of the most critical people, or critical voices rather, on Ben Simmons since he became a Brooklyn Net. And I was one of the people out there that has been saying for a very long time, and I'm going to say it once more, that Ben Simmons is wasting everyone's time. Wasting everybody's time. And Shaq was one of the few people in the media that would not take it easy on Ben Simmons. Whenever you have some folks up there trying to make excuses for him, maybe at some certain occasions, Kenny Smith would try to make an excuse for him. Shaq would be like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. You got to produce. You got to produce. And I love that about Shaq because he wasn't up there twerking it up for him and babying this guy. He was telling him exactly what a lot of people felt on the outside looking in. And I loved it. It got so bad that, of course, instead of Ben Simmons taking that as constructive criticism, he took it as, oh, Shaq is hating on me, like most people do. You can't say anything to anybody these days because everything is hating. Everything is, oh, you trying to knock the young fella, etc., etc., etc. But then apparently Shaq and Ben Simmons had a talk. I think it was either on the phone or via messaging, text messaging or something like that. And then Shaq said he would lay off because Ben Simmons pulled the LSU card. Well, we're former blah, 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 so you should have been, all that stuff, right? Like as if everybody you went to school with, just because you went to college with them, all of a sudden y'all brothers, whatever. But anyway, Shaq decided to back off. But then this season started, and Shaq saw what Ben Simmons was doing up there, stinking up the place, averaging 6.9 points per game on 56% shooting 0% from the three and 43.9% from the free throw line, getting you 6 rebounds, 6 assists, while earning $35.5 million. And finally, Shaq just said, you know what? I've had enough. So I was doing some research and I came across an article that was highlighting a screenshot or a story that Shaq shared on his Instagram. But before we get into that, this video is brought to you by sponsor Aura, who's also the official sponsor of T-Wolves. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Aura, who's the sponsor of this video. Aura is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Aura monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Aura, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/dreamerspro. And when you try Aura, by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. So basically, in the post, Shaq has his story, and in the picture is from basketballnews.com. You see Mikal Bridges, and it goes March 2023. Mikal Bridges has scored 392 points. Then right next to him, there's an image of Ben Simmons, and it goes, since joining the Nets, Ben Simmons has scored 291 points. And Shaq posted that on his story. And I thought that he did absolutely nothing wrong. All he did was highlight a fact. That right there is the fact of the matter. And it is unbelievable to me. Now, some people will say, well, Ben Simmons has only played 41 games. Did you read the stat properly? They said March. To me, I think is just absolutely unbelievable. Ben Simmons, and you know what? Some people got offended when Jalen Rose made those comments that he's running off with the bag, ski mask and all. But I said, but how could Jalen Rose say something like that? What does he mean by that? Well, Jalen Rose is looking at the production, looking at the numbers, and he's saying to himself, wait a minute. Is this guy playing like a $35 million a year guy? Is that the production you would expect from a $35 million player? Is that the production that the Brooklyn Nets were looking into? Do you realize the Brooklyn Nets have actually had to modify their schemes and augment their offense and the way their entire team plays just to get around the weaknesses of Ben Simmons? Are you guys aware of that? Are you guys aware of that? They're actually trying to find ways to work around his weaknesses. Ben Simmons refuses to shoot. He's like allergic to shooting. It's like, why should I shoot? Like, there's no point. If Ben Simmons played football on the back, if there was a position, he's like a punter. Just takes 1 or 2 shots or 3 shots again. That's it. This dude is averaging 5.6. And some people have speculated that the reason he doesn't like shooting is because he's afraid to be fouled. And there's some credence to those points because this guy is shooting 44% from the free throw. Now, some people say, well, he has a back injury. Okay, fine. Fine. I concede that to you. But why is he shooting 44% from the free throw line? Why has he shot no better than 60% his entire NBA career? Why, if you go look at Ja Morant and others, these guys are improving. Why is Ben Simmons regressing? Even before he got to Brooklyn. Ben Simmons is a $35 million player that basically is up there to set screens and roll to the basket and attack the basket, collapse the defense and hit open shooters. So you're not interested in being a threat. Hold on a second. Is Ben Simmons the only one that can roll to the basket off a screen and roll? Is he the only one that can do that? Can't literally any all-star player do that? Can any all-star player run that exact same move? So why are we giving him cookies for doing that? Why y'all up there to these Ben Simmons supporters twerking it up for this dude every single day? You talking about you love this dude. Why do you love him? What do you love about his game? Oh, I just love his game. I just love his game. You know who I'm talking to. Oh, I love his game. And this joker will tell you that some Ben Simmons supporters are so delusional. They will tell you that all of us are just out here making this up about Ben Simmons. It's not really true what he's doing. We're just up here making it up. That we don't really understand what he's really doing. There's a deeper meaning to what Ben Simmons is doing on the basketball court. I think one of the reasons they're possibly not interested in bringing him back this season is because maybe they don't want this guy to get injured. Because they'll probably look to trade him. Probably that's one of the reasons, because that is a terrible contract to have on your books right now, given the production that he's putting out there. So these are my thoughts. Shout out to Shaq for keeping it real about Ben Simmons. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comment section. We catch you on the next show.